Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of Scrollers Chat. Tonight on our panel, we have Mr. Charles Daring, who needs absolutely no introduction because you all know who he is. And then we've got Al Forte, who probably doesn't need an introduction either, because most of you know who he is now. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves, tell them where you guys can, or they can find you guys, starting with Al.
Hi, I'm Al Forte from Odessa Woodworking on Facebook, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop on YouTube, and Kilroy79763 on Twitch. Been there most of the time. Come see me. We hit 100 followers on Twitch, and I'm going to go ahead and give away some video games this weekend. Gonna just basically just raffle them off. It starts at 2 p.m. on Friday Central Time, and then I'll start back up again at 11 a.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. on Sunday also. The current project I'm working on is a baker's rack made out of 2x4s, all out of all upcycled material, and Bella she's out in the shop too a lot, so she wants you to come visit and come see her. So, you all, if you don't come see me, come see Bella. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Al. Charles, your turn.
Hi, you said I don't need to be introduced, but I am Charles Daring, woodenvisions.com, where you can get this hat and a t-shirt and all kinds of fun stuff and a bunch of scroll saw patterns. I go by Charles Daring Scroll on YouTube, but you can probably just find it under Charles Daring, and there's a wood grain version of me doing this. And Facebook, I go by The Charles Daring, Instagram, The Charles Daring, and I am Charles Daring, and I'm in Gatesville, Texas. Thanks for having me, mister.
All right, thanks, Charles.
You're welcome.
All right, now, there we go. For tonight's topic, we're going to be designing each of us are going to design a pattern.
What? We're going to do what?
Stop that. Each of us are going to design a pattern, or we're going to try at least, with the St. Patrick's Day theme. Although we're going to do our best to stick to that theme, Charles. He may.
I did. Okay, I protested because of the limiting nature of St. Patrick's Day. But anyway,
if he does veer off the course, that's fine. This is a friendly show.
That's what I do.
All right. So, other than that, so tonight we're going to be trying to do that. We're also going to talk real quick about some housekeeping things as usual. The Scroll Saw Picnic is coming up very fast in May here in Ohio. So make sure you guys head on over to our website, which I'll share with you guys right now. And I clicked the wrong button, of course, as usual. And if you go to Yes, it takes its sweet time opening.
You opening?
Well, that's only because we're live.
Yes, I mean that's messes up when it's live.
Come on.
They want a drinking word, and John Cousins says pattern. That's probably a good drinking word.
Yeah, you guys might be drunk by the end of the night. That's a good one. The Northeastern Ohio Scroll Saw and Woodworking Expo, Friday, May 18th. Saturday, May 19th.
Pattern. Sorry, go
ahead. Pattern. And that's in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. The following vendors have joined us already. We're hoping to get some more, but you guys can check them out down here. We got Dow Lumber, PS Wood Machines, of course, Scroller's Choice, Worthington House, which is Bruce Worthington's Intarsia projects. He will be in attendance. as well. Steve Good will be in attendance. We still have waiting to hear back from a few vendors. As far as I know, Hawk is considering it at this moment, and Seiko is considering it still. So we have to wait to hear back from those guys. And then as it gets closer, we'll know for sure. But for right now, that's the ones that we have. And then if you go up here to the suggested lodging, if you click on one of these, it'll take you to these hotels. These are suggested. There are other hotels in the area, but these are the closest. Country Inn and Suites is the closest. It's like 5 minutes down the road. And then down here is the vendor registration, and then down here is the scroller and class registration. You click this one, it'll open here. This is actually designed so you can fill it out for 1 or 2 people. Just fill it out. Down here, you'll find all the ticket prices. There is a discount. I think it's $1 at the door with a valid SAW ID. So make sure you guys bring your SAW ID for SAW members. The classes are down here, and then they're pretty much carbon copy from Friday to Saturday. So, and then down here they have the dinner. It is $20 per person, and then down here is the scroll style contest. And again, there is a $1 discount down here for the scroll style contest day of the show. Instead of $7, it'd be $6 if you're a SAW member. And then down here is all the information. Fill this out and send it back to me.
Get in for free if you mention Charles Daring. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. That was arrogant as hell.
I need to change this again because this is actually incorrect. Do not fill this out for the Northeastern Ohio Scrollers. Instead, make it out to myself. Oops.
You made a mistake again, Lee. Dag nabbit.
Well, actually, it says, please make checks out to Richard Lee Knight, and right above this in bold print. I don't know why it still says, and send a check to the Northeastern Ohio Scrollers. Don't do this. Don't do this. Do this. What's in black above it, people. I have to fix that.
You misspelled Charles Daring on that.
I still have to fix that, but make sure you make it out to me. Or to Charles Daring.
No, on a serious note, don't make it out to me because I need it too much.
No, real quick plug. We're going to have to start a GoFundMe to get you to Ohio, though.
That would be awesome. But real quickly, I forgot to mention, I just did a review on my channel of comparing Flying Dutchman blades to Pegasus blades. I think you might like it, as well as showing my new scroll saw setup for doing larger projects. Back to you, Lee.
Thanks, Charles.
Oh, you're welcome. Thumbs up, people. Please.
I just wanted to show them that really quick. Okay. And then, of course, if you guys are not familiar with the magazine, Scroller's Choice, go over to our website. It's at the bottom here somewhere. Actually, it's right here. Scroller's Choice, MAG, short for mag.wixsite.com/home. Go over there, check out the website. You can order it this year. You can order it in print for $44 for the whole year. And then that's 4 issues. And then the other one is $32 a year for PDF. If you're outside the United States, you still have to order PDF at this point. We're working on changing that, but right now you still got to order the PDF. Inside the United States, you can order PDF. We obviously prefer you order print, but if you guys want PDF instead, you can order it. It's just we can't ship outside the United States right now. So.
Hey, blab it.
We're working on it. We're trying to get Canada and then some others. So we're working on it. Promise. We want to get our membership up. The magazine really needs advertisers right now, and we really need more members.
So if you're out there and you're good at getting advertisers or working with advertisers, let Lee or John Cousins know, please.
Yeah, we need to get our costs down for the year. And the only way we can get it down and compete with certain other magazines, we figure the cost is way too high, which is why we don't get a lot of people signing up for it when it is high. But the only reason it's high is because our print costs are so much, because we're only printing a small amount of magazines, whereas if we were printing 1,000, 2,000 magazines, it would be, pennies to print the magazine, and then, it would only be like $5 an issue.
Now, Lee, I don't know if it's because of people's preferences, and it's not my place to say this, but I think one thing that would save y'all in cost is doing PDF only. That way there's no cost to mail out or email out PDFs. I mean, it's up to y'all, totally y'all's call. I'm just throwing that out there if cost is the issue.
Yeah, I mean, we have considered that because that kind of seems to be the way that everything is going now toward the future. But, we started it as a print magazine, so we kind of like to keep it that way. But if stuff doesn't change, yeah, we may have to go that route, only because printing costs so much. But I'm not sure, who would be interested in advertising print-wise. I don't know what the advertisers would be like for a print, or not a print, but a PDF instead. So, I mean, it's something we would have to look into, and we'd have to, look at all the angles and stuff for that before we did it. So. All right, that's all for that. I'm trying to find the chat here. There it is.
Here.
FYI, that wasn't really quick.
That wasn't really quick, huh?
Yeah, well, I tried to be quick.
That's what they're telling in the chat, huh?
I tried to be quick.
Well, last week you were quick and people were complaining about how quick you are, so it's a happy little balance.
Sorry about that, Ron, but I tried to be quick. There's a lot of info there. So. All right. All right. Well, on to what we were supposed to be talking about tonight. Who wants to go first? Al?
Go first what?
I say you go.
Charles? You want me to go first?
Yeah.
What are we going first with?
Or design?
Well, mine's done on paper, so I can't show anything until I've scanned it in and all that crap.
Be quiet. There's people listening to you.
Al, you want me to go first then?
Sure, because I think I need to take care of my little dog here.
Okay.
I mean, I can watch the chat while we're doing this, and I'll do mine on paper. But
okay. So the one I'm going to
go ahead.
Okay. So the one I'm going to do is I'm going to design it in GIMP.
So these shaders use programs. I do mine on paper the old-fashioned way. I'm just saying. Just saying. Go on with your bad self, Lee. Mine on paper the old-fashioned way. I'm just saying.
And I'm getting ready to pop out the chat.
Go on with your bad self, Lee. Somebody unmuted the live feed. Or started it. Shame, Al.
I'm trying to get the
Nabbit.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Welcome, everybody. I was a little busy trying to, and my dog is even busier. I think I'm going to put you outside. But how can I put that face outside? Look at that.
Don't put me outside. It's raining.
Can you guys see my screen all right?
Yes, can see your screen okay.
Katie Dotson has joined us. Ron Norris is with us. John Cousins is with us. And assuming Jeff Robinson and Carl Taylor are still with us. Mark Schaefer. Who else? That might be it. Be Happy. John, of course, may still be here. I'm not quite sure. I call her Katie Delicious. That's because I love her. Are we still doing something? Because that is total silence here.
It is silence. Yeah, Lee, tell us what you're doing, Lee.
All right. So the first step I'm doing is I'm finding the image that I pulled off of Pixabay, which is this leprechaun right here.
Wait, let me make sure it ain't the same one I'm using. Good, that's a different one. Okay, you may proceed.
All right. So now you can see how it's touching each of the sides, which I don't like. So I'm going to come in here with my scale tool right here. It's above the perspective tool. It is 2 above the paint can or the bucket tool. So you go right here and then 1, 2 up, and then it's 3 up. And then it's the scale tool. And then you hit this guy, and with your left mouse button, you just click and drag and hold it down. You go right here, resize it. The box that just popped up, you can type a number in there if It's just easier if you do it by hand, though. All right. So what I just did is the reason for that is now he's not touching all of the sides, so I got room to work on the outside of them. So next I want to do is I'm going to make this into a kind of like a fretwork ornament style type thing. So what I want to do is I want to come to my zoom in tool here and zoom in on them. And the first thing I'm going to do.
There's Sterling Davis. Sorry. Sterling Davis, Katie Dodson. And Ron is saying, since we can't hear you click, tell us what you're doing.
Thanks, Ron. I love you too.
No, that was actually a compliment because it used to be. Anyway, yeah.
All right. So to save time, I think what I'm
the boy Sterling, I miss him.
Is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to the fuzzy select tool, and I think I'm going to select this. Okay. So what just happened was, since this is selected, it's only selecting that little area. So to fix that problem, I'm going to come down here into my, forgive me, I've got all these on top of each other at the moment. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to come over here into my threshold, and I'm going to make this bigger. 90 should probably be sufficient. No, it's not letting me either. So I'm just going to have to... Okay. So in order to do this, I'm going to have to select here, and then I'm going to have to hit Shift, select here, continue holding Shift down, and select the whole leprechaun.
If y'all need him to slow down, let me know, and I'll let him know. John Biggs has joined us.
And then what I want to do is I want to go over here to my select, or actually, sorry, I want to go edit. What is that? I want to go to select, stroke selection, and then I want to go to 6 is probably a little smaller than I want, so I'm going to go down to 8. Okay, and that's a little thinner than I want, but it serves the purpose. So for what I want to do is I want to make this a different color for right now, because I'm going to use this line as like a reference line for the pattern. So I'm going to make it red for right now so I can see it good.
Okay, Carl says, are you doing what you're doing, Lab? Carl, you want to specify on that?
I want to go to stroke again, which is over here, edit, stroke selection. Then I'm going to go to, I'm just going to crank this up. We're going to play with it until we see how it looks. Okay, so that's a little bigger. All right.
Ron Norris says, put a joint in his hand.
All right, so now what happened was, since this is, what I'm going to have to do is, before we do this, I'm going to have to flatten this image, otherwise it's not going to work. So let me, all right, so see how red's on the bottom and white's on the top? You need to put the white on the bottom. So in order to do that, you have to hit this little arrow right here. It goes back and forth from foreground to background.
Okay, anytime I interrupt Lee is because somebody is saying something in the chat.
So what you want to do is you want to leave the white on the bottom.
Can you hear me? Carl Taylor is saying, why are you doing what you're doing? And I guess I'm confused by that. So,
okay. I'll tell him in a second. If he lets me finish, I'll show him.
Yeah, let him finish, man.
All right. So basically what I did is I went to over here and I went to image, flatten image. And now I'm going to come up here to my select tool. And now this time it'll select the whole leprechaun because I flattened it. So now it'll select the whole leprechaun. And yeah. Okay.
I got the Lucky Charms song stuck in my head, just so you know.
All right, select. Now I'm going to go to stroke selection. And I'm going to come up here. It's probably about 10. Okay.
Now it's stuck in y'all's head if you're listening.
And now I want to zoom in. So what I want to do is
Go lay down. Go with Nana. Go on, go with Nana. Go with Nana. Here, I'm trying to be quiet and my microphone's not muted.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come across here carefully. Frame this a little bit.
Me too, John Biggs. Frosted Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
The yellow balloons.
My panel members have officially lost it.
We never had it, baby.
I'm magically delicious.
Yeah.
No. I'm with you on that one, Charles. Folks, no need to run away.
I'll just take your word for it there, Sparky.
I'm sorry, this is a family-friendly show.
Yeah, very family-friendly. Poop, poop.
My bad. I probably lost 5 viewers right there.
It happens.
This coming across here.
Jeff Robinson is saying my wife became famous when she was in a YouTube video for Denton Turner's group. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, for a Denton, Texas Turner's group.
So basically, guys, what I'm doing right now, if you are lost, is I'm coming in here and I'm making each of these into sections that are connected. So I'm basically making this into a fretwork style, so similar to an ornament. So each of these sections is going to get cut out.
I'm working on my pattern on paper as he's talking because...
Is that the sound I keep hearing?
Well, when you hear this, that's me moving my piece of paper, my piece of glass around that has a paper on it.
Okay, well, that's what I keep hearing then. All right.
Yeah.
All good.
It's magically delicious.
Change his arm around a little bit here. I'm going to actually continue with arm up.
I thought he was using one of those vape machines.
What machine?
A vape?
Oh, no, I don't vape. I smoke too much. Okay. I be doing a leprechaun. Every time the chat sits still, I have to refresh to make sure it hadn't frozen. Nope, it hadn't frozen.
Okay. There's that. Now, the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and work on his hair. Actually, I'm going to work on his ear first, right here. And then what I'm going to do is close this off. I'm going to start working on his hair. Remember, this doesn't have to be exact. I'm just kind of spitballing it.
And this is one of many ways that you can do this. It's not necessarily the right way or the wrong way or any way, but this is just a way to do this.
Yeah, that's why we're all three on here, because Lord knows we're going to do different ways.
Yes, exactly. The outcome is really, if you're happy with the outcome, that's the way to do it. If you're happy with the amount of effort that you put into it, that's the way you want to do it. Now, there may be other ways that are easier, better, but and there's a lot of different ways.
I'm laughing because Ron Norris said he looks gay, but hey, leprechauns come in all shapes and sizes and sexual preferences, I would assume.
He's making fun of my leprechaun? Come on, man.
He's a happy leprechaun. Oh my god.
He's happy.
Hello. Sweet. I can't repeat what Carol just sent me.
Oh boy. Can
Yeah.
you share it in the inside chat?
Well, it goes along with the other
Okay.
comments that have been said. uh, uh,
Okay, now
Yeah.
for his eyes, I'm going to select. My plan is that this section right here is going to be
I'm
wood.
not going to repeat everything that I see in the chat. It just we'll never get anything done.
So I'm going to select his eyes and his nose and his mouth area right here. And then I'm going to go to select, invert. This section here, I'm going to want this to be wood.
Jeff Robinson wants to know, what are you using? Mouse, trackball, drawing pad?
My keyboard mouse.
His mouse. Crayon. Yeah. I'm using a big pen. Very high dollar equipment right here. Still there, Lee? Because I'm on the chat and I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just filling this in.
Okay. Sterling says, I don't even use GIMP. I use Inkscape. I am here for the humor. Lord, you going to get it here, baby. Okay.
All right, so to speed things along, I'm just going to make this bigger. This brush size. Please come over here and play with your size.
Bigger, faster, stronger. Sorry. Just adding that humor that everybody loves. Yes, sir.
And if you're good, you can come down here and you can clean up this section with your paintbrush.
I am not good. What she said. John Biggs continued laughing, baby, because that's how we roll.
All right. Now, I'm going to deselect that. These are black, which is what I want to leave them as. But as they're how they are right now, they won't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to simplify them, make them a scroll saw simplification on them to make them work as a scroll saw eyeball. I'm going to make them a simple one. So I'm just going to go like, find my black down here, go up here, find my paintbrush tool. And right now it's obviously too big, but so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in first on this eyeball. Come here, adjust our size.
Carl Taylor's just full of compliments. There's too many for me to repeat.
Love you, Carl.
Good job, Carl. Excuse me.
I'm just going to fill that section in so it's just solid like that. Come over here, scroll over to this side, do the same thing. I can come down here. Now, see, even though this isn't black, it's brown, it's going to represent black because I'm going to change these to black after a while.
Hey, Katie Dotson's asking, where is his beard?
I got that covered on mine, just saying. He's a young little leprechaun.
Sterling says, he looks evil.
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 He's getting ready to get into some shenanigans. All right. So I just figured out something that I was doing wrong. Okay. So since I made his eyeballs, since I want this red area to be the wood.
I'm sorry, I can't repeat what Ron just said.
Okay. Well, anyway, you good?
I'm laughing. I'm
All right.
laughing for the very same reason, Ron.
All right. Well, since I want this face to be the wood, I can't make these black. I need to make them white.
Oh, I gotta remember that one and tell my wife. That's just funny.
And Ron Norris, you do realize that William Shatner is one of my idols in the Star Trek world. You realize this.
Until
Anyway,
now.
you have been forgiven. Because it's funny.
That's funnier than heck. Hecky poop. That was funny.
It took me a second. It took me a second. I thought it was real. I thought it was actually real.
No. Oh, Lord. It'll take a lot to top that one. I can't even make people laugh with something better than that.
Now, why did you just take all the color out and put all the color back in?
Yeah, Lee. Is Lee there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just
Okay.
looking at what I need to do here.
Okay.
Change this from brown to black.
But I'm not hosting the show. I wouldn't be able to concentrate after reading that joke.
Right.
That were just funny.
That's why we got you doing the chat.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm going to resize my paintbrush because the next thing I want to do is come up here and finish off the top here. Another thing you can do is you can zoom in to make your life easier as you're doing this. But I'm just going to spitball it.
Yo.
And what he's doing is just changing the size of the pencil or to where you can draw a line that thickness. I mean, not that you don't know, just to kind of narrate what he's doing.
Okay. Thank you, Al.
So are you going to cut out that black part? Is that what's being cut out or not, Lee?
Yeah, you'll see when I finish it.
Okay. Yeah, because basically what you want is obviously a black and a white, or the parts you're going to cut out and the parts you're going to leave.
There's so many parts I want, or so many things I want to repeat out of the chat. I just don't want to get the channel in trouble. So
I'm going to go look at it. Katie, are you causing problems?
You automatically assumed it was Katie.
it was Katie.
Before I even saw it. You know, I see now.
It's usually Ron, but Katie just adds a little bit. It's going to take a lot to top Ron's joke.
And by the way, Katie, it was very enjoyable to have you on the panel the other night. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was a hoot.
Yep.
What do you get scroll saw for? That was funny. I love Katie.
Apparently, I missed something.
Oh, she was on Russ's show and was talking smack once Russ revealed what he got.
You're welcome, Katie.
I think it was envy, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so just curious. We're already 40 minutes into this.
It's gonna be an all-nighter, baby.
Well, no. I mean, we're gonna try to wrap it up quickly, right?
Yeah, I'm going as quickly as I can on paper.
Okay. Well, can I just pop in and do mine, and then Lee, you keep working on yours, and then that way I get mine out of the way, and then you go back to Lee, and maybe Charles will be done. How does that sound?
Well, I'm pretty close here.
Okay. All right.
John Big said, "This is episode 21. Why is this the first time I've gotten an invite?"
I put an invite up every week in the chat on all the groups.
Did you give it personally to him though, or did I? I don't know, because I think I sent stuff out to a bunch of people. I
mean, no disrespect, but I don't think I know John Big, so I know I didn't send him an invite. I'm so sorry. Chris Nealon's here.
It wasn't me either.
Hey, Chris. John, did I send it to you personally, or?
I don't know.
Magically
I know it wasn't me.
Because I know that. Okay, yeah. I never personally invited anybody. We had put it out there and then changed the time, and then so what I ended up doing is I went ahead and changed the time. We pushed it forward, and then because there was a conflict, and then I just went ahead and went down through my friends and just started just clicking people.
The
And
conflict being is we did not want to step on Eloy Escojedo's show
yeah,
out of respect, so we pushed the time forward.
yeah, and wanted to get some other people in here, and thank you for showing up. I mean, I wish, and I'll just say it this way: I wish that I could just spam everybody on my friends list, but I'm going to have some upset friends, so normally I don't do that. And I figured,
I
okay,
just spam pages and get barred for 30 days.
well, yeah, but the pages, then people don't get it automatically. But
Yeah.
John, consider yourself invited. And I guess I'll do some more shameless plugging this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to be giving some games away on Twitch. My Twitch handle is Kilroy79763, and all you really need to be is a follower. And you can show up at 2 o'clock on Friday, 11 o'clock on Saturday, or 11 o'clock on Sunday, or all 3 days. I've done a couple of, believe it or not, 8-hour streams the last few weekends. Well, maybe not all of them 8 hours, but the last Sunday was an 8 hour.
I did that once.
I'm not certain if I'm going to be on for 8 hours the whole weekend, because I was really, really tired yesterday. But I'll certainly be out there, for a while. I'm planning on, believe it, if I can finish it, and I believe I can. I'm planning on going ahead and well, I don't know. I guess you'll have to tune in for the other stuff. Is that bad? Should I not do that? Should I not say that?
I don't know.
But the current project is the Baker's Rack, and it's going to get finished. And by the way, Lee, if you need to talk, just jump right in. I'm just kind of trying to fill some dead
Yeah,
air.
pretend like it's your show, Lee.
I'm concentrating on this, so.
Okay, good. Then, yeah, the Baker's Rack. My wife Nana wanted a Baker's Rack, and basically wanted where a garbage can is to be put there, and to put the garbage can there. So it's got a lid, basically, or a door that goes forward. And the Baker's Rack will have some shelves on it. If you haven't seen it, it's on Odessa Woodworking, and of course, it's on Twitch TV. But my point is I'm hoping to get it finished. I got to make a door on it and trim it, basically.
Now, I can't say what Ron Norris said. Katie Dodson said, or Jeff Robinson said, if you need a professional stick drawing, I guess he's volunteering. He said, I would like to be on your show. And John Biggs said he subbed to the channel, so he will be here. And Katie Dodson told him that if you click on the bell to the right of the subscribe, it'll let you know when the show goes live. And again, I can't repeat what Ron said. And Chris Nealon wants to know, is the Baker's Rack done? And Paul's Messy Workshop is in the chat.
Hello,
Howdy, Paul.
And Paul is one of my moderators. So, Paul, I don't know if you heard all that, but I will be giving some games away for my 100th. I've already got the 100th follower on Twitch, Kilroy79763. But the reason I started to say is the Baker's Rack is not done, Chris. But that's the plans for this weekend, to finish the Baker's Rack, to get it totally finished as far as the trim, the door put on there, the door in the front stopping, because right now it goes forward, but it comes all the way to the floor. So I'll have to put a little brace to where it only goes up, diagonally like that.
Okay, so let me interrupt you guys for just a sec. So, because I want them to know what I'm doing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm selecting all these areas.
How did you select?
What's that?
How did you select them?
With my fuzzy select tool up here. Okay. And basically, I'm going to just click on the areas that I just made. I'm going to hold down Shift with my. Let's see, that was too much. Okay, that's not good. Problems here. I see something that went wrong. Okay. Invert. There. All right. So this will let me.
Poor
So what I'm
Ron
doing
and
right now
Kitty.
is
Sorry.
so what I'm doing right now is I'm using the white paintbrush to fill in these areas. And as I do that, you guys can see and then we're going to select invert. Deselect, and then as we select tool.
What'd you say, Lee?
Poor Ron, because we can't repeat half of the stuff he puts in the chat.
And Ron, do you understand what I'm talking about?
All right, so now you guys remember at the beginning I selected everything and I made the square out here. So I was just deleting that. Now I got his face in here. So basically, I'll make it all black. And I just do that by the paint can tool over here, or the bucket tool. Sorry, the bucket fill. And I just selected the red line. So now it's black and white. And then I'm going to test this pattern. Coming down here to pattern fill. And I'm going to fill it with the wood.
Excuse me.
I need you to hold the noise down there, Al. Just
Yes,
kidding.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm thinking that this might be good.
Yeah, John, the scroll saw is definitely something that I use in the shop all the time. I'll go over the bandsaw to go cut stuff. Of course, right now it's not operating at its peak performance, but I'll go over to the scroll saw and cut stuff on it that I would normally cut on the bandsaw. I mean, not big long stuff or anything, but it's to me it's so versatile. Not only can you scroll, but you can actually cut things on it. You know that.
Yes, John, you need to get your scroll saw set back up and subscribe to Charles Daring Scroll on YouTube. That would be me. If you can tolerate me long enough, I got some decent crap up there, I think.
Charles, you have patterns for sale also, don't you?
Yes, sir. Woodenvisions.com. Only, I don't have that many, only close to 1,500.
And you do have some samples, don't you?
Well, not sitting here with me now.
No, but I mean, somewhere?
I don't know about samples.
Free!
Oh, if you're talking about free, well, there are some free ones on the website, but I don't like to advertise that because a lot of people just go to the website only for the free ones and they don't buy nothing. I have to eat cardboard.
Well, if they don't go to the website, then you still don't get anything but cardboard. So
Yeah. If they want to get some free ones, by golly, go on get them. Just buy. I'm running a special. If you buy one, I'll let you buy more. By God.
Nice, Charles.
Thank you.
oh my
I'm known
God,
for my marketing ability.
Sterling, that should have gotten censored.
But what should have gotten censored?
Oh my God.
I guess my chat froze up. Oh wow. Oh, Sterling. Oh Lord, I feel sorry for the folks that don't see this live because you just don't get to see the fun parts. Oh Sterling, you need a spanking.
Causing trouble over there?
Not really, just a
Sterling never causes trouble, right, Sterling?
I'm
Ron
surprised
Norris. Ron
usually it's
Norris wants to know, do I have hats? If he means like scroll saw patterns. I don't believe I have any hat scroll saw patterns.
Even Katie's saying, "Oh, Sterling, even I ain't that brave."
John Biggs, I'll give you a couple minutes to go subscribe to my channel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I hope I've covered everything on this stupid scroll saw pattern. Ooh, well, except for outlining. Whoops. Magically delicious.
There you go. There's a quick leprechaun for you guys.
Yay! I'll
All
take
right.
it away because I'm not done tracing yet.
Now, I just have a question, and then we can come back to it if. But anyway, so that's a leprechaun. That's good for intarsia, right?
No,
if
this is
you
just a fretwork.
Okay, but all right.
Here, I'll show you. It's just a fretwork. Here, I'll test it out for you guys.
I'm not offended in the least, Sterling. It's just not something we can repeat on the air.
Cool.
I think it's kind of funny.
So you basically cut out all the white pieces and leave the wood. Yeah, very good.
So basically, it's like a Christmas ornament. That's the best way to describe it.
I think I'm done. I'm not sure, except for the computer part.
But you could break those lines and stuff in strategic places just to simulate it, and also cut it out on a piece of wood and hang it up on the wall too. I mean,
Yeah.
the point I was thinking that you were going to do, but that's cool.
Actually, Leah's done, Ron, I believe.
All right, so let me just go to mine. Lee, can I just pop over? Or?
Let me
Make sure old Lee's presenting you.
Yep, I know. That's why. As soon as he presents me, I'll start my dog and pony show.
Presenting Forte.
Al Forte.
Yeah, it seems like you could be able to use it. Hey, folks. Man, do I look like that? Oh my goodness. Anyway, so what I did, and I'll just kind of. Oh wow! Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. So what I ended up doing is, let me see if I can take this from the beginning. I went ahead and went over and did a Google search. Let me go all the way back to the beginning. I did a Google search, and Lee may have covered this, but I'm just going to go ahead and cover it real quick. I went ahead and hit St. Patrick's Day, and then went over to tools, or to settings, no, to tools, and
Make
click
up your mind.
Yeah, and tools. See how tools kind of makes it go down? Because it'll show up like this. So you go to tools. Of course, I'm in images. Went to tools, and then I clicked on this tab right here. Normally, it's not filtered. See how it went away? So usage rights is what it is. So as soon as you click it, then it gives you all these different choices. I picked label for reuse and modification. I clicked it, and then I found my hat. I scrolled down. I'm dying to do that one. Actually, the resolution on that one's not very good. But so I scrolled down and found one that I liked. And what I ended up finding was one with a hat. That one there with the hat and the gold. So I went ahead and clicked on it, and it came up to that. And this is a free download from Pexels, www.pexels.com. It also says Pixabay, so it says source Pixabay. I guess it comes from there too. I'm not certain. So I right-clicked, and this is an excellent size because it's huge. If you notice the dimensions on it are 5,500 by 3,024. It's really
John Cousins wants you to share your screen there, Al.
Oh, okay.
Kind of makes the whole visual work a lot better. Just saying, there,
doesn't it? I didn't even think about that.
I was too busy working on mine and watching the chat that I didn't realize you were screwing it up.
Okay, so let me just back up real quick. So I did a search for St. Patrick's Day, and I'll even go back one step. Did a search for St. Patrick's Day, and then when I searched, I clicked on the images, because you can pick videos, images, news, maps. So I clicked on images. Then I went over to tools, And when I clicked on tools, usage right pops up. And I selected because the default is not filtered by license. The one I use is labeled for reuse with modification. So clicking that one, then I found one that I wanted. Like I said, I really wanted to do this one because it looks cool. It's the Wikipedia or the Wikimedia globe or whatever. But that one would have been a little more complicated than I wanted to tackle. So I ended up finding this one here. And what I was saying is this one's a really big size. If you go to any one of these images, you can actually see the
dimensions.
Pixels. Yeah, the dimensions. Thank you. The dimensions in pixels, 5500 by 3024. So I clicked on it, and it brought me to this site right here. And this is Pexels, pexels.com.
P-E-X-E-L-S.
Yep, P-E-X-E-L-S. And it's a free media site, which means you can do whatever you want with it, sell it, bake it, whatever.
Use this toilet paper.
Yes. Only you.
Sorry. Yeah, only me.
Pixabay is also a place like that. So it says source, so it's probably coming from Pixabay. Okay. Notice like 78,000 have liked it. So I went ahead and right-clicked it. Well, actually, I just did the free download and downloaded it. You can also save the image as if you want, because it's that size. Then what did I do then? Oh no, that was another one. This is over on Pixabay. Then what I ended up doing is going to, if I can find this, it'll let me find it. Let's see what'll come up here. I opened up, and Matt Haas, you'll be proud of me. I opened up Adobe Illustrator. This is Creative Commons or
attribute.
No, it's on the web, the Creative Suite on the web. But it allows you to use you can subscribe to the Adobe products, and some of them are $20-$30 a month subscription wise, or you can subscribe to a year on this. This one is similar to, what's the name of the program that Adobe Illustrator? Yeah, I believe
GIMP or Inkscape or something.
I believe CorelDRAW and also Inkscape are the two that are, well, Inkscape is free and CorelDRAW is, I don't know, it depends where you buy it and how you buy it. But to convert this picture over, I ended up going up to Effects. I'll see if I can remember which one it was that I did. Which one was it? Which one was it? Oh no, I'm blanking out. Charles, help me.
I'm too busy doing my own crap to even
I know it was charcoal that I went to, and click that, and I can't find it now. Of course, right in the middle of everything. Yeah. It was Effects Gallery right above it. And I'll go back. Let me go ahead and cancel it and go back. So I went to Effects and then went down to Effects Gallery. And see, the reason I got confused is because in GIMP, which is what Lee was working, and you go down to Artistic, and then you go over and do, what did you do, Lee? You did, you do some type of blurring, or is it photocopy? No, you do cartoon, right? And then you do photocopy. And then
you can go either way, but it depends on how much detail you want in the image.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the neat thing with this one, when you go to the Effects Gallery, you go up here to this section right here where it's got like plastic wrap. You can see the effects over here, but how they're going to turn out. I should say, charcoal. And there's a lot of different effects. Charcoal is right there at the top. Now you notice when I did that, it almost lost all the color. No, it did. It lost all the color, and there's almost nothing there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just make this smaller. I want to zoom into it. I'm just holding down the Alt key and using the scroll key you would in a browser. See how it's coming back into shape? This is how huge this image is. So now it looks like that, okay? And what I ended up doing is real quickly is I went ahead and took the light balance and worked with it. Let's go up to about 74. More. Well, that's not it. That's not working. Or is it? Or is it just being slow? It's freaking out on me. Let's take it all the way up to 100. It's just taking forever. So you can see where it's kind of done that. I want to change the charcoal thickness, make it bigger. Now you can see it. Bless you. Now you can see it starting to come back. Let's see. Let me go lighter. And the reason I'm going back lighter and taking the charcoal thickness and increasing it is because of all these little specks are in here. I'm gonna bring down the balance to about 50. Nice place to stop, right? Notice how a bunch of them just have gone away.
Very, very nice, sir.
So I'm increasing the charcoal thickness now. And I basically come up with that right there. And for some reason, I think it looked a lot darker the last time I did this. So that's one way to convert it in Illustrator. It may not be the right way. It may not be. And Matt Haas, if you're out there, Matt's got a show that he's doing at 5 o'clock Central on his YouTube channel. He is the expert in this. I'm just going to poke around in here and see which one's best. Right now, charcoal is the one that's there. I'm going to click Chrome and see what effect that has on it. That would be Chrome. There's chalk and charcoal. There's a bas relief or base relief. There's a halftone pattern. So that basically took it from a color to a black and white. There's note paper. That'd be pretty cool if you played with it. There's photocopy. There's stamp. I'm not really certain about that one. But charcoal seemed to be, I think, the one that I liked the most, that had the most detail. And maybe I'd have to go in and fill a couple of the lines in. I could swear that it actually did a lot better. Let me go lighter or darker on this. Maybe I just never noticed the blotches, the little lines, or the little spots. But technically, you could take this, even like this, print it out, and get to scrolling on it. As long as you don't have, floaters, you're good to go. And even where stuff is missing, you can still go right through it. Point of this is it's just a quick and dirty way of maybe getting a pattern out that you might want to cut. So, and you could also do, there's colors. But see, we don't need the colors, right? There's a lot more detail. Ooh, look at this one. I thought it was going to blur it, but it didn't. Sponge. But going back to charcoal.
Paul's Messy Workshop says, comes out great, Al. And John Biggs said he subbed to me. Thank you, John. The check's in the mail.
Here's chalk and charcoal. But
John, did you sign up for my channel yet?
Yes, he did. He said that earlier.
Oh,
anyway,
great.
That's my 2 bits.
Alrighty then. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh wait, it's Lee's show. You're supposed to be saying all the thank yous and crap.
I am stopping sharing this time.
All right. Thank you, Al.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was so sweet of you.
Indeed. And
Charles,
I'm
you got something you want to share, or you going to do it?
Yes, sir. I am ready to do the screen sharing portion. I done did the paper part. I tell you what.
And it's still showing me.
Yeah, man. You have to stop presenting them and stuff.
I am being presented, man.
Hold on, I hid the participants.
Oh, Lee. There's Lee.
Okay, you may present my pretty ugly face.
You guys all ready to see Charles's lovely face?
Yes, the furry version. Oh my God.
I went to non-furry myself.
How are you doing? I'm Charles Deering. I am going to show you. Scroll up. Anyway, I pointed at the wrong part of my hat, not the bill, the words. Okay, you can get those at woodenvisions.com. Just saying. Let me screen my share and share my screen. I'm not nervous at all. Okay, I'm sharing screen, and y'all got to watch the chat now, alright? Because I cannot do that. That's one of my latest patterns.
I've got the chat. Don't worry.
I don't even know if it's on the website yet. It's an Australian Shepherd. Because I thought we were doing dogs, so I was going to be funny and saying, I'm done. But anyway, yeah, so that's that.
Are you done, Charles?
No, that was me trying to be funny. And it didn't work. So, all I did was trace some certain lines and make sure they weren't all connected. And y'all may be thinking, ooh, that's easy. Which it kind of is. But if you watch some of my other videos on my channel, plug Charles Deering Scroll, you will see more in depth how I make these patterns. But now this program is called Paint. Go ahead.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Because I know this to be a fact. You found this design, what, about 7 or so, or whatever? And have you been working on it the whole time, or?
I worked on it once the show went live.
Okay, then that's my point. That's my question. So technically, you've drawn these lines out. It took you what, an hour or so, whatever.
Okay. Something like that. Yeah. The average pattern takes me an hour to 2 hours.
Okay.
Now this thank you, Al. This program is Paint Shop Pro 4. I don't even think they make it anymore. I'm just showing you how I make my patterns. Now, okay, this area right here represents, if you can see off to the far right, represents the color that I want it to be. And I have to zoom in and find the darkest version I can find, or darkest pixel. And this, I use the computer only for displaying online, but you'll notice that I right-clicked with that one, and that was slightly darker, and I want all the colors, all the shades of gray to be that one shade. And I do it gray so you don't lose your scroll saw blade. I say that, but some of them are black. But anyway, then we're going to use what we call a color replacer, with a tolerance of, let's say, 60. Because I'm going from a darker to a lighter color, and you'll see me sweep across it, and that'll make all the grays the same shade. You can't really tell when I'm sweeping across it with the tool. That's why you see my mouse going ape crap. And when I'm done, I will show you how to check for floaters. I don't usually do cartoony stuff, so this is kind of out of my comfort zone. But anyway, we didn't have 3 days for me to do my detail crap. But we also wanted to make it a St. Patrick's Day thing. Now I'm going to zoom in, make sure there's no other areas that I need to turn to gray. I could, but I won't. Okay. Now, if anything, and when I scan this in, I do it at 300 DPI, and I do it with a negative 30 contrast. And by the end of this, you will know why I do that negative 30 contrast. That is white, and that right there is the current color with the negative 30 contrast.
That's an excellent point, John. He was saying that he stumbles through everything until he learns it, and he says the difference between an expert and a beginner is that the expert has more failed attempts than the beginner has even tried.
Absolutely. I failed quite a bit.
Thank you. That makes me feel better. I guess.
I failed quite a bit. I just don't always show it, but I am human. We all are. Some people call me a master or an expert. I don't consider myself that. That's just me. But I started doing mine on paper because I can't grasp programs very easily.
Most kind, John, by the way. Thank you.
That's very kind, John Cousins. Okay, I assume you meant John Cousins.
No, it's John Biggs.
John Biggs, yes.
Oh, John Biggs. Sorry, John. Okay, now doing a low tolerance of paint of 40. The second I click an area that's supposed to be white, if you see an off color, that means that there are no breaks in the line. And if there's an area that's supposed to be colored in, but which is not, like this area right here, that means there's a break in the line. That might be the only one, but let me check.
And that's a really good trick that you can use in most programs too.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, there's my break right there. And there. Whoops. And a 5 means pixels. The line is 5 pixels wide. That's comparable to a pen or pencil line that is, zoomed in at 300 dpi. Let me make sure.
That's good that you mentioned that, because I was doing some patterning the other day, and I was trying to figure out how many pixels or whatever those units are, picas or whatever they are, but how many of those was actually a pencil line. And you said 5. So
yeah, if you scan it in at 300 dpi, or at least a pen line, depends
and
on
yeah,
how
that
dark
was
your pencil is.
that was the next comment that came through. They said, well, it depends at what resolution you're scanning it in, because you can scan it at 72 or at 300 or 100 or yeah.
Now, because I was drawing so fast, you see me trying to, even though I shouldn't have to, because I'm just being picky. I'm kind of a perfectionist. You see me fixing all these bumpy lines and lines that didn't connect, because I don't like jaggedy crap. And I mean no disrespect to the designers of the era, but that's why I started doing patterns, is I didn't like the lack of detail or realism. Although this is a cartoon, I'm just explaining there's another white area that should be gray. And usually as I fix them, I will color them in so that I don't miss them.
All right, I just want to let me interrupt you just for 1 second, Charles.
Fine.
We got 13 people watching right now, so I appreciate
Awesome.
that, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
If you haven't already, make sure you guys either subscribe or leave me a thumbs up.
That would be cool.
Or both.
Now, some of these lines are a little sloppy. Obviously, that's not consistently rounded, but you get the idea, because I didn't want to take up too much time. Okay, so that's that. So really all that's left, and you won't be able to tell a whole lot because most of these are outlines, but I choose the eyedropper right click with this one, and you'll see it made that one the off-white color, and I want it to be that color, so I'm doing the color replacer, and I change it to a tolerance of 1 because it'll be very sensitive. Sweep across, and that's when the dark parts come alive, so to speak. It works better on past videos you've seen of mine, because usually I do realistic stuff. And you'll have to only do one more. If I'm talking too fast, let me know. But this is not so much about the program as it is my process of making a pattern displayable online, because this program is no longer available.
Thank you, Katie.
They have newer versions. What did Katie say?
She said we could use some more thumbs up. I was a slacker, but I fixed it.
Yay. Okay, so that's that. Now, if you want to check for floaters, you just get an extreme color like red or even black with a low tolerance. Go boom. If you see anything white, then you have a floater. And I have a speck or so down here, but you just edit undo. And well, I see something up here that bothers me, but I don't even know how that happened. That's great. So now we have a lep. I don't know how to spell leprechauns, so I'm just not even going to try. And then if you want to make a thumbnail for showing online, you just screen capture. That's my other monitor. That's why you're seeing the lightning. I have 2 monitors, and I zoom in real close.
Sterling Davis is saying the great thing about scrolling is you can be off the line a tad and it still be okay. No one will know the difference. And that's so true, Sterling.
It's true. The best way to put that is that lines are just a suggestion. The only time staying on the line is somewhat important is if you're doing a portrait of somebody and their eye, their features, their eyes, their nose, and their mouth. Those are the main times when staying on the line is more important. But it's never.
Or if you're doing it in tertia.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm not doing what I'm doing right here is I'm changing the gray to black. This is strictly for thumbnailing. Oops. Oh, I did the wrong one. Okay, that was the full-size version. This is the small version. And I'm not going to color this in because there's so many breaks in the line, but if you wanted to, you could stain it or paint it. And this is how I give it the wood grain look. I go to tolerance, fill, choose pattern, options, verticals already chosen. And I chose vertical wood grain because it's a vertical picture. Go boom, bippy. You don't have to go bippy because that's just what Charlieism. And I'm changing any little white specks to brown. And then I blur it so it can't be stolen. Well, let's do one less blur. Boom, there's your leprechaun.
Very good, Charles. Love
This
it.
is how I do it. Thank you very much. And if you watch this show and want this pattern, it's only available to people that watch this show. Just email me or contact me on Facebook.
That's a really good one.
And I will hand you this pattern for absolutely nada. Not that it's like my best work and blah, 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 blah. But if you happen to want this pattern, I won't charge you a thing, but only if you are in the chat watching this.
Yeah, I will send you mine also. Not that you want it or anything, but if you do want it, hey, you could put the pot with the gold next to him. You could kind of put him up in kind of like a collage or montage. I don't know how to call it, but you can paste them up together and take leaves and throw leaves in there too, boy, and you got big old pattern.
Golly, I hope you liked it, folks. I hope I didn't move too fast, but 99% of mine's done on paper. But I have many a video showing how I do it on paper. But I also have 6 DVDs, or they're actually downloadable videos on my website, woodvisions.com, that tell you in much more detail how to do what I just did. And I show you every thought process I have. Every time I change my mind, it's all done on paper, and you're seeing it being done on paper as well as on the computer.
Sterling Davis said, I stole your pattern before you blurred it.
Yes.
He wouldn't be the first, but it's free anyway. But all I ask is don't spread the word around. Only for people that watch this video get that pattern for free. But you got to write to me to get it, unless you screen capture it like Sterling did, because he's such a sweet dear man.
Yeah, he's saying JK, Charles. LOL.
I'm just kidding. Well, even if you did, that's fine because it's free. But again, if you want to, I'm sorry to plug this on your show, Lee, but if you want to learn in very thorough detail how to do, there's horses, there's facial hair, there's a basic portrait, there's vehicles, there's a short-haired leopard or something like that. I have a total. There's another one I'm forgetting. There's 2 horse ones. Yeah, there's six downloadable videos on woodvision.com. They're only like $14.95 or $15. That might seem like a lot, but the videos can go from anywhere from an hour to close to 3 hours. I don't remember the length, but they are very thorough, and I promise you'll be pleased at what you can learn from it. It takes practice; it doesn't happen overnight. But if you're interested, those are on woodvisions.com. Just matter of fact, I think on the opening page, you click on the word "here" where it talks about the DVDs. It'll show you those, and they're called DVDs because they originally started out as DVDs. Now they're just downloadable videos, and you should get a receipt with the download link in the email, and I would appreciate it. And you can also get your scroll-on cap and your scroll-on T-shirt. Not on that DVD page, but on woodvisions.com. Back to you, Lee.
All right. Well, I think I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to tell everybody. I know many people don't know this about me, but you know how there's many designers out there? Well, many people don't know that I have a website. which I have patterns on for sale. Because unlike certain people, I won't name, I don't spam the groups. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Just
I
kidding.
resemble that remark, young man.
Yeah, you know I'm joking with you.
Yeah.
That's all in fun. But anywho, I do have a website where I sell patterns too, and I don't get many sales because I don't think many people know it exists. But since we're on here, I should probably show you guys real quick the website.
Lee, isn't it called Scrollers Chat Magazine or?
No, he's talking about his personal website for patterns.
Okay, okay.
No, I'm talking about my personal one.
Don't you also have Scrollers Chat Magazine, or is that not a thing?
Yeah, he advertised that at the beginning of the show. If you've been paying attention. I'm just kidding.
I run the magazine, but this is my personal website for making patterns.
And Sterling, you're wanting me to send you the pattern, but Facebook won't let me send large files, so you have to email me. Artistic_cowboy38 yahoo.com. Back to you, Lee.
If you guys are interested, come here to. You guys see this, all right, Charles?
Yes.
All right, come to Wooden Wonders. It's Wooden Wonder, not S, singular. Wooden Wonder Workshop. Wixsite.com/home. Come here. You can also look us up on Google. Just type in. Here, I'll show you guys how that works. You come to Google and you type in Wooden Wonder Workshop. I'll come up under here, at least it should. Look for the one. Oh, there's a few on here. You might have to put Wooden Wonder Workshop. So, that doesn't want to work.
They moved it on you.
Yeah, they did.
They moved the internet on Lee. Or you can type Wooden Wonder Workshop.com, right?
Yeah, there's a few down here. The one that's the current one is the one here at Wooden Wonder Workshop at wixsite.com/home. But if you guys come here, click on
Eddie Dottie saying you can put it in the show notes or the description or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I can do that. But just if you guys the homepage and then click on Scroll Saw Patterns, this swings in at the bottom. And right now, all the ones that are on here are listed. This is not all of my patterns by any means, but just for giggles, let's go to the Intarsia vehicles patterns. So I've started dabbling in Intarsia patterns. So as you guys can see, my fire truck. There's the fire truck. So you guys can see there's a Camaro in here, a couple different Camaros. There's a Cruise in here. And then if you come back over here, there's some wildlife stuff in here. There. There's a couple of my patterns. There's two hawks on here that are on here. But you guys can look through here, but you can go through at your own pace and look through here. I got some landmarks and landscapes.
And Lee, I'll remind you after the show to put your website in the description since
The lighthouses.
so many people don't know about it.
So if you guys want to come in here and check it out at your own pace, but this is my website, and so you guys know, the About page is just my story about when I got started scrolling and all that. So, all right. Well, that is my website. If you guys want to check that out, you can. If you don't see a certain pattern on there and you want to ask me if I have one, I can always make you something custom too. So I know there's a bunch.
I probably failed to mention my website's woodenvisions.com. I don't think I mentioned that at all during the show. Go ahead, Lee.
No, I don't think you did.
I think we need to give a shout out to Al because he's not known.
Yes, we need to tell him about Al.
But he did it. Snappy, good job there, sir.
Thank you.
I think didn't we do a show where we kind of like showed everybody's patterns and where to find them?
Yeah.
We might have to do another one, like an updated version of that. That way we can put everybody out there, one night.
Hey, Lee, we may have a spammer. I will let you know here shortly. I want to make sure. Somebody's wanting you to look at their site, but I want to make sure it's related to what we're doing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's total spam, and I don't have the tools to get them out of there.
Okay.
Finding the Way. Please watch my newest video. It's 54 seconds live. Tell me what you think. All due respect, Finding the Way. It's not good ethics to come on another show that has nothing to do with what is going on in the show and ask for people to go. Here's the thing. People will find you when they search that kind of stuff. So I say that with respect. But yeah, I'm not able to delete it, Lee, because you haven't made me a moderator because you don't love me.
He has four subscribers, and it looks like 4 videos. Are you ready to dance? And I'll just go ahead and say them. What the heck? The Story of Fish, The Way of Ultimate Chuck, How to Find the Way, Knuckle Teacher. Now I don't know what they are. It looks like a BBC One deal, but
they all look cartoony or some kind of thing.
Well, hey, that's okay. Just keep working on it. Remember, there are some protocols that you follow, and but go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, definitely good luck on your channel. It's just not a good ethical thing to do on somebody else's live stream. If it had something to do with scroll saw patterns, we would help you encourage it. And I don't know if I sound like a butthole or not saying all this, but
no, but you're just passing it down. Tell you what, Find a Way. I'll subscribe to your channel.
Anyway. Oh, look at you, Al. You're so sweet. Now, folks,
just think about it. Okay.
After the show's over, I'll remind you to put your website in the description. That way, people can always find it. And Al doesn't have a website when it comes to his scroll saw patterns because I think.
I really don't do scroll saw patterns for anybody. Not that I wouldn't, but I'm into so many different things and all over the place. I consider myself a maker, a woodworker, a jack of all trades. You might say a master of none, but I like to dabble in everything. I just consider myself a maker, I guess. And there's some that are awesome out there that I don't even compare to. I mean, but I do it just for fun. If you do it for fun, then that's what you get out of it. So.
Yeah, and exactly, just doing it for fun. And as far as me and Lee, you can do exactly what we do if you watch Lee's videos. And it sounds like my purpose of that was to encourage people not to spam my videos, but those videos do show you how to do it. So yeah, they're on my website, but they're called DVDs, but they're downloadable videos. The only reason I'm bringing them up again is because anybody can do what I do. It just takes practice. You learn how to avoid floaters and stuff like that. And I say that with all sincerity, not so much as spam as to say it's not hard, it's time consuming. What's hard is the thought process becoming second nature. And I say that with all the encouragement tomorrow. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, and before we end the night, if anybody over there in the chat has any ideas for topics for future shows that you guys want to see, or even guest suggestions, let me know, and I'll do my best to get some people on here, or get some topics on here that you guys might be interested in. If you like the designing stuff, let us know that, and we'll do more of that. But just let us know what you guys want.
If you don't want me on the panel anymore, let Lee know. Otherwise, I might be on the panel every dang time. You're stuck with me. But
we're gonna ban Charles right after the show.
That's sweet. Real quickly, Lee, just as a suggestion, because of Eloy's show being on Tuesday nights, maybe we want to permanently make it at 8 o'clock Eastern, or was it 9 o'clock?
We moved it back an hour, so it'd be 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. So you may want to consider making that your permanent time slot and picking a permanent day, either Monday or Tuesday, and only so people can. Also, if you subscribe to Lee on this scroller chat, click on the bell and click on notified of everything. That way you'll know whenever something's happening. And Sterling Davis is talking about how he needs help with Inkscape. And there are tutorials out there, but Lee, if you're familiar with Inkscape, help old Sterling out. Only if he buys 5 of my patterns.
I don't know Inkscape, to be honest.
I don't either.
There are people out there that do, but I'm not one of them.
Steve Good might know about Inkscape. I'm not sure, but he uses CorelDRAW, I think. But if I knew how to, I'd help you, Lee. I mean, Sterling, but I do all my crap on paper.
Jeff says, "Give me 5 years, and I might be able to cut a pattern, Charles a pattern."
Well, now my response to that, I know he's being funny and or complimenting, but that's the thing with mine. It takes patience more than talent, because if you can somewhat keep your blade on a line, the rest is strictly patience. And I know that to cut one of my designs takes a lot of patience, because if you can cut like a snowflake up, any kind of weird shape, all my designs is a series of shapes that happen to make up a picture. So it really is about patience. That's just my opinion.
Hey, Sterling, if you saw Illustrator, which is what I was using, and I've been kind of inspired lately to try to use Illustrator. I have access to it, so I do. Inkscape is very much like Illustrator, and Matt Haas from Awesome Wood Things, he is the Illustrator king. I don't know if you've been watching. I don't remember if you were in the last few of his
Illustrator being Adobe Illustrator.
Yes, Adobe Illustrator, exactly. But Inkscape is kind of like the similar one to it. But he is teaching how to use that, and either get Illustrator or learn the basics out of Illustrator, and they should somewhat transfer over to Inkscape.
Yeah, in some cases, a lot of cases they do. Katie Dodson Lee is suggesting, since there's no shows on Monday, change to Monday at 9 Eastern or Tuesday at 9 Eastern. In other words, that way people know, even if they haven't clicked on your bell, then they would know what day and time to be here if they remember.
Yeah, obviously we're supposed to be on Monday nights, but I had a scheduling conflict this week with work, so I couldn't do it last night. But
yeah, if you click on the bell, you'll know when he goes live. Cause
so we went tonight, but normally we're supposed to be on Monday nights, but it doesn't always happen. So if it's not Monday night, then we'll have to shoot for Tuesday at 9.
I'm the same way, Sterling. I don't comprehend stuff unless somebody's there to say, no, that's not right, blah, blah, blah.
And I just stay on the whole weekend, so I conflict with everybody.
And you can tell by watching Al's Twitch streams and stuff that he has fun doing what he's doing. And that to me says a lot about the show, because I mean, he's not in it for big bucks. He's not in it for huge audiences. He's doing it, and if you want to watch, he don't mind showing it to you.
Correct. Ask questions. I always say, comments, suggestions, criticisms, lay it on me. So far, nobody's been rude. Nobody's been mean. It's been great. I've gotten.
Unless it scrolled by when you weren't looking.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I've got some great ideas. People have actually mentioned stuff that I would have gone, oh yeah, let's do it that way.
Sorry, I was going to say one last plug on my YouTube channel. If you are into scroll sawing and want to know the difference between Flying Dutchman spiral blades and Vegas spiral blades, I just released a video yesterday, 1:39 a.m. and I was very fair about it, and I think anybody that's watched it will agree. I didn't edit it, and that's why when you first see the length of the video, that's why. It's because if I had edited anything, somebody would have accused me of hiding a flaw of one of the blades, blah, 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 blah. So there's a section in there where I didn't edit it. You'll see, because I made mistakes in talking and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, if you want to know the similarities and or differences between Flying Dutchman and Vegas, check out the latest video. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell. Back to you, Lee.
Yeah, I just want to tell you guys again, don't forget the picnic's coming up in May here in Ohio. Go over to the NEOS Club website over at Wix site, and which we went over in previously in the beginning of this. You guys want the link? I'll either post it in the thing, or you can go back and watch this video again. That way you guys can go to the website and register. Try to get your registrations in as early as possible. We need to know who's coming, how many people are coming, what kind of money we have to do the show. We have stuff that we have to pay for ahead of time, like the building and food, things of that nature. So the earlier you can send it in, the better. That helps us out. We don't have a lot of registrations in from scrollers yet, so it kind of worries us. If we don't start getting more in, there may or may not be a show. So you need to get those into us sooner than later. And make sure you make those checks out to me, Richard Lee Hyden, on the check, not Scroller or NEOS. So make sure they're to me, because I tried to go to start a bank account for the club, and they wanted us to do a business account. We had to have $1,000 or more in there a day, so it was forget that. So just make it out to me, and we'll make sure it gets in the club account. All right, and then what else you got, Charles? You want
I was going to say, if you're like John Biggs, never watched this show before, if he ends the show by saying "click on," it's because my thing is scroll on. But he used to be known for having a very noisy computer mouse, and it would click. So that's, if you ever hear him say "click on," that's what he means. But my thing is this, and I'm pointing at you.
That's for Ron Norris and Steve French.
Yeah. John Biggs learned something tonight, so one of us might have done something right. So that's plumb cool.
Well, Ron, go back and watch the 20 other videos.
It's John.
You'll learn some more.
He just subscribed to you. You already got his name wrong. It's John.
John?
John Biggs, not Ron Biggs.
Oh, did I say? Oh,
I love you, John. So go buy my videos. Cool.
You have to go buy mine, John, and they're free. So just go watch.
All of mine cost something. Okay. I'm talking about the instructionals. Okay. Sure.
Anyway, go back and don't forget, John and anybody else, if you guys go back to Scrollers Chat, there's actually 2 different channels, because my first channel we did 8 videos, and then I put a video up about cutting in the title, and YouTube decided to flag me and block me from making any more live videos. So I had to make a whole new channel. So there's part of the videos are there. I don't know how many are there, like either 8 or 8 to 16 of them are there. You'll see it when you go there. But there's 2 different channels. Make sure you subscribe to. Well, you can subscribe to both, but just subscribe to the newer one. That way, that's the new one that I use. But there are 2 channels. So.
You didn't screw up too bad with John Biggs by calling him Ron, because his dad's name is Ron, so that was very close.
Wait, his last name's what?
No, John Biggs, his dad's name is Ron. So when you said Ron, you weren't too terribly far off, because you were talking about his dad.
Yes, I was still thinking of Ron Norris and the click. I made it. I made a T-shirt like that with the mouse on it, and it said "click on."
Yeah.
But no one ever bought them.
I've sold about 5 to 7 of my shirts, and I don't know if I've sold any caps or not.
Yeah, the problem is they're so dang expensive that people don't want to buy that.
Yeah. The drawback to the expense is, not that it matters to anybody, but if you're wondering why the stuff on my site, as far as the hats and T-shirts, are at the price they're at, I only make like an average of $2 to $3 to $5 profit. The rest of it is all their costs. So right there, John, if you're rolling now, you'll be rolling every week with us. Lord have mercy. So yeah, that explains the prices. Ordinarily I wouldn't buy a cap that costs such and such. I like the kind you just find at a convenience store, but I'm picky about my hats, and this one I'm a little biased on, just saying. Back to you, Lee, because I'm spamming the heck out of the show.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, don't give me permission. I'll keep doing it.
I'm just wondering if Al has anything to add, because he's got his speaker on mute. So.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at the videos for this user that was on a second ago.
all day way or whatever. Paul's Men's Workshop has to leave. Got to go. Good night, Lee, Alan, Charles. Good night, Paul.
Good night, Paul.
Paul's Portland.
Thank
Paul's
you.
Messy
Paul.
Workshop.
See you tomorrow, Paul.
Bye, Paul. Good night.
Bye, Paul. Ain't y'all gonna try nothing out there?
Yes, John Biggs, I have a bunch of voices. So I mean, if you're looking for maturity for me, it just ain't gonna happen unless somebody died. Awkward silence. I'll babble till Lee starts talking. Good night, Katie Licious. I mean, Katie Dodson.
Oh, Katie's taking off. Okay, good night, Katie.
I think it's because they know we're winding down over here.
Katie Licious. I like that.
Oh, hey. I got that. Katie Licious, Katie Poo, Katie Potamus. But that doesn't sound
Good night,
nice.
Katie Licious.
Maturity is definitely not fun, John Biggs. My God. Thank you, Katie, for being here. Jeff Robinson, Paul's Messy Workshop, Mark, was it Schaefer? Al is in here. Katie was here. John Biggs, Sterling Davis, Chris Nealon of Niantic River, blah, blah, blah. Finding the Way right before he got deleted. Paul's Messy Workshop, already said that. Who else we got? Carl Taylor was here. I don't know if he's still here. Paul's Messy Workshop, which is Paul Corliss. And Ron Norris was here for a while. I guess he clicked away. See what I did there?
I'm just gonna let you do my whole. I'm just gonna let you do my whole job for me. Well, thank you, everybody.
Sorry, I think that was it. Sorry.
Just take over.
And folks, if y'all haven't seen me do this before, I got so used to hosting a show, and I've apologized every time I'm on Lee's show. I tend to take over. It's not intentional. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lee.
You good now?
Hurry.
All right. Well, Charles just did it, but I'm going to do it again. Thank you very much. John, Katie, Paul, Al. Who else is in here? Jeff, Mark, Sterling Davis. Who else was in here?
On.
Yeah, scroll up.
Is it going to be my turn after you, Lee?
And who else is in here? Oh, Niantic River. Thank you. Who else is in here?
Ron Norris, the clicker.
Ron Norris.
Good night, Mark Schaefer.
Apparently missed something that someone was saying, but something about me as a teenager. I don't know. I just saw that.
Carl Taylor.
Anyway, well, thank you all for watching. There's still 8 of you guys on here. Do you guys got anything else, or you want to end it?
I'm good, but I'm sure Al wants to go through the list too.
I've got my waving hand up.
Okay, Al.
We had a buttload of fun, and if you're from the north, that means a good amount of fun. Thank you for having me on, Lee. That was actually pretty fun.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Everybody over there in the Facebook chat, or Facebook. There I go. YouTube chat. And thank you guys, Al and Charles, of course. Thank you guys for being on the panel tonight and for helping me with the show and doing the scroll saw pattern design tonight. And
I just realized my mic's been by 50 miles away from my mouth. Back to you, Lee.
all right. And until next week, I'm going to try to do it on Monday. If not, it'll be Tuesday at 9 o'clock. If not, it'll be Monday. Well, we've got to see what the work schedule looks like. Hopefully, it'll be Monday.
Can I say one last thing?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
No matter what you do it just for fun.
Go ahead, Charles. You know you want to.
Scroll on. I don't usually point at my hat, but scroll on.
Till next time, everybody. Click on.
That was fun. Oh, dude, he just X'd out. We're still live, and he X'd out. Oh, crap.
Still live. Goodbye,
He
folks.
X'd out instead of oh, poor Lee. Folks, what he did, instead of hitting stop broadcast, he X'd out of the window. Oh, God. Yes, Jeff, it was fun for me, too. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I hope, behind all the weird humor, I hope y'all learned something from one or all of us.
Hey,
If you have any
yourself.
questions, feel free to ask. Okay. So Lee came back long enough to end the show.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you hit the wrong button there, Sparky.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button, apparently. So let's do this again. Good night, everybody.
Good
Till
night,
next
everybody.
time, everyone.
Just do it for fun. Just
Roll
for
on.
fun. We're still live.
Yeah, click on. Till next time. Click on.
He means scroll on.
Yeah, click on, scroll on. Just do it for fun. All the above.
That was a good way to end it. Except it hadn't ended yet.
We're still live.
And he left again. Lee! Oh, I love it, Lord Jesus. Good night, John.
I think he's doing that on purpose.
Oh, God, he just...
Here he comes again.
Lee, okay, Lee, third time's a charm. You hit the stop broadcast, not the red phone, okay?
Right.
Wait, I don't have one in here now.
Oh, Lord.
Jeff
you
Robin
screwed
says
up.
click off.
Well, this could be a 24-hour show because Lee doesn't have the ability to shut it off anymore.
Hang on.
You're stuck with us.
Jeez.
First time was a little humor. Second time cracked me up. Poor Lee.
Did he leave again?
I don't know. I'm too busy on the chat
Looks
looking
like
for.
It looks
Oh,
like
each bat.
I think there's something going on.
Okay, folks. I hope you like me and Al because we're here for the long haul, waiting on Lee to figure out how to get us out of here.
Lee, come back, Lee.
Oh, that is so funny.
Wonder what the deal is.
I don't know. The joy of live shows. Is anybody still out in the chat? I'm going to refresh in case it froze. Last I saw, Jeff Robinson said click off.
Okay, I got it now.
You got it this time.
Okay, so you're actually going to hang up?
I had to actually go in and redo it twice. All right, and go back into the Hangout, resume Hangout from my actual control panel in YouTube to do it. All right, good night, everybody. Sorry about that. We'll see y'all.
Jeff, Lee has not been drinking.
I promise. I have
Scroll
not
on,
been
click
drinking.
on it, and have fun, and most of all, scroll on.
Scroll on, click on. Just do it for fun.
Yeah, click on end broadcast, not the red phone, Lee.
Yeah, and note to self: click the red stop broadcast. Bye, guys. See you next
Later.
week.
Actually, y'all next time.